Alright, what's up, YouTube? And this is another episode of Chopping It Up with Zen Intellect. It's like, sorry for the long hiatus, but I've been busy for the past couple of weeks. And with things I had to do in my job, and also trying to get my kids ready to go back to school and get into the routine of my kids going back to school. But with that being said, it's great to be back. And I got many more, and I got many gems that I need to bestow upon you. So with that being said, let's talk. With that being said, let's talk about it. So the title of this video is going to be called "It's not that they don't. It's not that they don't know. It's just that they just don't care." So that's the top. That's the title of this video. It's called. It's not that they don't know, it's just that they just don't care. So that's the title. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So when it comes to with the first class of people we're gonna talk about is class 1. That's the first class we're gonna talk about. In reference to the title I just mentioned, it's not that they don't know, it's just that they don't care. So class 1, this is the definition of the class 1 type of people. When it comes to, you call yourself, I guess, confiding in somebody or telling them about your troubles or your problems or pouring your heart out to them and whatnot, and you want to believe and think that they're listening, or they actually have some empathy or care about what you're going through or about your struggles. But even to a point where it's like, okay, I hear what you're talking about, let me offer you some advice or some tangible solutions. But I'm about to go into the class 1 type of people, or when it comes to that. And class 1 pretty much focuses on people. Well, I'm about to break it down for you. So class 1, they're consumed with themselves and are only about themselves. They would not put time into, they would put more time into social media and a virtual following. They put more time into people that they never met and probably never going to meet than they would into you. Supposedly they a real flesh and the blood friend. They'll put more time into their like I say, so the virtual friends or the virtual associates than they will you, and they spend more time seeing what's going on with them than going on with you, and you're supposed to be their so-called friend. So like I say, they put more time into social media and the virtual following of virtual so-called friends than they would put into you. They're involved with themselves. They're vain, narcissistic. They only need you, or they only need you or want you to they only need you or want you when they need something from you. So the only time they come around is when they want something from you or when they need something from you. Once they get what they need from you, they're out. They pop smoke. So it's like, okay, I don't got what I need from you. Then I don't need to come back around until I need something else from you. They're pretty much users. But moving along, they want to come to your table. They want to come to your table, but they don't want to bring anything to the table but the appetite. And I talked about but their appetite. I talked about that in one of my former videos, and I believe, and I think it's called, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, what are they bringing to the table besides their appetite? If you get a chance, you should go ahead and check it out. But moving along, in reference to talking about the class 1 people, it's like they want to come to your table, or they want to sit at your table, but they don't want to bring nothing but their appetite. And when that's satisfied, they're gone until they need you again. And I pretty much just say that. Once they satisfy their appetite, they don't got what they need from you, they're gone. You don't see them again until they need something else from you. So whatever you're going through or struggling with, that they can't see it. They're oblivious to it because they're consumed with themselves. So it's like there could be signs that you're probably in some sort of dire straits or something, or you got signs of distress or duress or whatever, and it seems like clearly you're going through something, but they're so consumed with themselves. They're consumed with what they're doing and what they got going on, and being vain, conceited, and caught up with themselves. They ain't got time to get invested or caught up in you. They might have the audacity to call you friend, but still they're more concerned about themselves than they are about you. So when you, like I said, when you're in duress, when you need somebody to talk to, or or maybe a shoulder to cry on, or somebody to confide in, it's like they're not able to reciprocate those feelings. They're not really able to have a sense of empathy for you, because they don't care. They only care about themselves, and they only care about their agenda, and that's it. They could be going on with you, and then they don't see it. They're, like I said earlier, they're oblivious to it. They don't care about themselves, and that's it. It's all about them. And I mean, there's some situations in life, and sometimes, you got to look out for you or take care of yourselves. But this ain't one of those moments when you got someone that you call a friend that's trying to ask for some help or some advice, and they come to you thinking you're the one that's going to be able to do that for them. Then you need to try to if you're able to do it, to try to listen or tune in to what's going on with them. Because you don't want to be the situation where it's like, oh, something happened to them and you could have prevented it, and now they're gone. And it's like you could say, woulda, coulda, shoulda all you want, but it's like they can't hear you and they're already gone. So anyways, moving on, we talked about class 1. So we're going to move on to class 2. Class 2 is, or the class 2 group is, they have their own baggage. They got their own problems to deal with or sort through. All their energy is going into trying to get out of their dire straits. It's not that they don't care about what you're going through, though. It's just that they just don't have the energy or time to respond, or to listen or respond. So it's not that they don't care about what you're going through, that they're not concerned. It's not that they're not listening. It's just that they got so much baggage and problems and issues going on with themselves. They're in a dire strait themselves. They're trying to get out. They're trying to fix their own problems. They're trying to get out of their own, or they're trying to lighten up their own baggage. They don't got the energy or the time to devote to try to help you while they're trying to help themselves too. It's like they care, but it's like I got so much problems going on and so many things I got to fix. I don't got time to try to fix my problems and trying to fix yours at the same time, simultaneously at the same time. So it's like they got to work through their own issues, and they might not even have time. They say when they pray, they have to pray for themselves. When they fast, it is in hopes that God will deliver them from their problems. If it's even in His will for them to even be delivered from that problem. Because there's some situations where you pray to God and say, God, deliver me from this, or let this cup pass from me, or take me out of this situation. It's not even in God's will for you to even be delivered from it. Not to say that He wants you to suffer, but there's something He wants you to learn from that experience, or to get out of that experience, or it could just be an experience He need to put you through to toughen you up a lot more for the things that He got in store for you in the future. But with that being said, even when they're praying, it's like they're praying for themselves. When they're fasting or turning their plate down, they're turning the plate down for themselves, because there's something that they want and need from God themselves, not necessarily for somebody else, because they're going through something, or they got problems or issues that it's like they want to get out of it. So instead, them investing the time to pray for other people like they probably normally would, there's a certain point where it's like, I got to pray for myself now. I got to pray for myself, and I got to fast because I need something from God. I don't got that time to pray for my friend or or you know, anything like that. And you might got some situations where it could be your spouse that's going through something, but it's like you're going through something too. And it's like first you got to try to get out of your own little rut before you can try to help them. You know? So it's like they care, but it's like they're trying to get out of their own rut, their own part, or solve their own problems first. Then they'll be able to have the energy and the time and the availability to help you with yours. So that's that class. Moving along, then you got the third class of people, or as I call it, or say, well, the same story. You know, every time you see them, you know, they have the same story. They always complaining, or they're always talking about how hard they got it, but with no visible signs of them researching or applying solutions. They may, you know, they stay having that victim mentality or that defeatist mindset. You know, they talk and complain and moan and groan all the time. And every time you see them, it's the same story. And you know that could drain somebody. And people just get sick of, you know, of hearing the same problems, the same issues, and especially if that individual ain't making, like I say, trying to do any research or find any visible or viable solutions to solve their problems. You know, it gets old and people just get tired of hearing it. Because the individual isn't making any effort to make the necessary adjustments. Just, woe is me, you know? And people just get tired of hearing it, and eventually they just don't care. You know, they probably care for a time, but you keep, that individual kept coming and saying, you know, complaining and having that victim or that defeatist, that victim or the defeatist mentality, not trying to solve the problem, not trying to do anything, and people just get tired of hearing it eventually, and they just don't care. You know, see, that's kind of like a form of toxicity, because it's like, okay, you dealing with this person, they got problems, they got issues, they got baggage, they stay having problems, they stay having issues, they stay having baggage, and they're always coming around you, bringing all that, you know, that negative energy. It's like, dude, come on. It's like, what are you trying to do to fix this? Or I gave you some advice, and apparently you chose not to take it. Or, you know, and especially if we're giving them advice on how they might be able to get out of that situation. But it's up to them to listen, though. But if they don't listen and they want to stay, they want to stay in the same rut, and they want to stay doing the doggone a 380. Because if you do a 180, of course, that's actually, you actually do a turnaround. But you do a 380, you're right back where you started. So it's like, yeah, it's like you got people out there, they got that victim mentality, or they got that defeatist mindset, and all they do is complain, and they don't do nothing else really but complain. And nobody want to be around all of that. They don't want to be surrounded by all of that. You know, most people in their right minds want to be around people who's bringing positive energy, or they able to uplift them and encourage them, and you know, they bring that, you know, those positive vibes. You know, because just like the scripture say, wicked communication corrupt good manners. Don't nobody want to be around all that like I say, that toxicity, and someone with a defeatist mindset. Because if they got a defeatist mindset, then they definitely going to help you to be able to they definitely not going to be able to encourage you or the you know, to do the things that you're trying to do, or be in your corner, or be a cheerleader per se. It's like, no, because they got that toxic energy and that defeatist mentality, or that victim mentality, and then every time you turn around, it's always, woe is me, woe is me. Yeah. But you know, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on this topic. You know, is that it's like, it's not, you got, like I talked about class 1 and the class 2 group of people, and then like this, and then like this. So I guess this will make this, what I just mentioned, group 3 or class 3. But anyway, I talked about 3 different classes of people. You know, the first one, like I was saying, that it's like, yeah, they really don't, like the title implies, it's not that they don't know, it's just that they don't care. Yeah, and then that group 1 definitely fits that narrative. And then, like I say, with group 2, it's like, okay, well, it's not that they don't want to help you or they're not listening. It's like they got their own issues to sort through. And until they get through those issues, they're not going to be able to be a help to you. And then you got the third group, which, like I say, they have the victim mentality. They have that victim mentality or that defeatist mentality, and they're always complaining, but they don't seem to be finding any type of viable solutions to their problems. But they just keep complaining and dumping their problems on you. And then people get sick of that, and they want to be around environments like that, you know. They want if anybody in right minds will be around somebody who bringing positive vibes or good energy. So, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to press like, and which I will hope that you will do, because pressing like don't cost you anything. It's free to press like. So if you enjoyed the video, press like, and even if you didn't enjoy the video, you can press dislike. At least I get a response from you. So you can press like if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, there's a dislike button. And you can also consider being a subscriber as well, if you want to become a subscriber, you know. Because I think this will probably be like the 10th video I done put up. So after having the chance to sample my other 9 videos, but if you feel that you can see yourself continuously tuning into my videos, please consider being a subscriber. But yeah, it doesn't cost anything to press like. Pressing like is free. So, you know, it's not like I'm asking for any donations or asking y'all to send anything to my Cash App. It's like, I'm just, you know, if you really truly like the video and you got something from it, press like. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out and work on the next couple of content that I'm going to be pressing for my upcoming videos. Like I said, I had to take a little break. I was on a little hiatus, but I'm back now. And I'm going to put my nose to the grindstone. So, with that being said, YouTube, take care. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for listening. Peace.